Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
Life is full of exciting moments. Whether you're buying a new home, opening an account as you welcome a new family member, or planning for retirement, you need a bank that's there when it matters. At Atlantic Union Bank, you'll find helpful people and digital tools to make banking for all of life's moments a little easier. Because you deserve a financial partner who cares as much as you do. Call, visit us online, or drop by a branch to learn more. Atlantic Union Bank. Any way you bank.
At Capella University, we believe accessible education can make a difference. That's why we offer scholarship opportunities to all eligible students. Un futuro diferente está más cerca de lo que crees con Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, strap yourselves in. It's time for your Tilton Talk Show.
Mr. Fixer Craig Courtney.
Good evening, everyone. Happy sunny bank holiday.
All the way over in the States, Mr. Mark Meredith.
Good evening, all.
The one and only Claire Wielder.
You still struggle with that one, don't you?
I'm still getting used to that.
No, so am I. Good evening.
Mark Adams without... Was that pyjamas tonight, Mark?
No, it's just my old the black polo one.
Oh, right. I thought it was on the top for a second.
and soul number 30 gave him his scarf back, I've noticed.
No. Is everybody okay? Having a nice bank holiday?
Lovely.
What's it like being locked up behind bars when the sun's out?
I made of stuff.
Chairman Alan Watton finished your ice cream now, huh?
No. I'm watching it melt. Good evening, everybody.
And last but not least, the main man, Mr. Chris Brown.
Good evening.
So a 1-0 win against Oxford on Saturday. Pretty convincing, I thought. We good performance overall and a few standout displays I want to talk about as well. And we've got to be winning by more, but I think that's going to come in time as long as we keep playing like we're playing and creating what we're creating. I think, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with, aren't we, Craig? What do you think? I think, it was a good game, wasn't it, overall? I think we were worth the win, but you just never know at 1-0. I was getting the Northamptons, I'm going to call it a little bit, towards the end, especially when they got that bloody half chance that just went wide.
Squeaky bum as you got towards the end, most definitely. But, I suppose the frustrating thing is we've gone into the games and we really haven't got the shooting boots on yet. Kyogo, when he went through, everybody was like, yes, we're going to celebrate. No, we're not. But half the stadium still thought he'd scored because it was that close.
It was an optical illusion, wasn't it? It was in.
Oh, it was unreal. Everybody's like thinking we just scored. No, we haven't. I thought overall we deserved the win. They nullified us. It was a typical Gary Rowett set-up side. Defensive, not wanting to be broken down and trying to stop as many opportunities as they could, with very rarely coming forwards. I thought Ethan Laird was absolutely brilliant. In fact, for me, man of the match again on Saturday.
Did he get it, man of the match officially? Did he officially get man of the match? Because I've not heard who it was.
I haven't seen, actually. And you normally do get to but I haven't seen who got it.
It was Tua.
Pack.
Was it?
Yeah.
Right.
But the other thing for me was, wow, Jimmy Gray's in an absolute class of his own. He ran them ragged. He was just literally all over the place. And in the second half, there was the standout moment for me was that crossfield ball when he just hit his foot and he was like, oh, I've got super glue on it. It's not going anywhere. And it was just dead. And it was absolutely brilliant. But the thing I liked was, yet again as well, we got a team that was extremely balanced. It didn't look as though they could get through us, even though they had their opportunities on a couple of occasions, there wasn't much for us to worry about.
No.
Neumann, I cannot believe that he came off at half time, and I believe he had a dislocated finger.
He's an agony, yeah.
And he played the second half after having it relocated. It's like, Jesus, that man's hard.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I mean, we take it into tomorrow night. I don't think anybody should underestimate the game tomorrow evening. I don't think it is necessarily going to be the absolute walk in the park that some people seem to think it's going to be.
No.
And I suppose that is my only one thing about Saturday. There's too much at the moment of, it's only Oxford. We're going to walk over these guys. No, it's a new league. It's a different way of playing. The teams are going to come and the teams are going to be hard to break down. And we're early in the season. We haven't gelled. So I do wish people, because I actually heard people whinging at the end of the game. We've only won 1-0. And it's nil. It's 3 points. Who cares?
Yeah.
But no, it's going to be exciting to see what happens over the next few days. I don't think we've finished in the transfer market with either ins or outs. And bring on tomorrow evening. It's going to be fun.
I think, we talk about goal scoring, but for me, the first clean sheet of the season is just as important as well, and we've got a solid unit at the back. I mean, Claire, is it just me, or is Laird actually better at left back?
Well, I mean, he's proving why he's undroppable at the moment, isn't he?
On that form on the left, I mean, you come on at Blackburn second half, unplayable, and linked up with Damari Gray on Saturday, and they were just like, it was like they've been playing together for years, wasn't it?
Yeah, you found that we did attack down the left a lot more. I think Laird and Dimmy's partnership was really, really good. I am surprised that we didn't attack down the right, especially with Dembele, because he doesn't trap back. And I was surprised to see Willem in there, to be honest, instead of Doyle and Anderson. But obviously Davis knows what he's doing. But yeah, I just thought that we controlled the game. I generally thought they were going to sit in a block, but fair play to them. They did give us a little bit of a game. Yeah. They are a lower part of the championship team. I don't think that they'll go down, but
no,
I think that it kind of shows where we are as well. I'd like to score more goals and create more chances. I think Kyogo's just getting used to it, really. I think he's been a bit rusty. He hasn't played week in, week out for a bit of time.
No.
I would generally rest a lot of the team tomorrow, especially with Leicester coming. But I think that, like Dimmy Gray showed why we loved him anyway. I thought Stano played well. I thought Wata and Pate just ran the show again.
Yeah.
The only thing, obviously, with playing Laird left back is that we don't have the initial whipping. No. So it's more stop-start. But I think Laird is, to me, undroppable. I know he's my favourite player and everyone knows. But I generally think that he is playing the top of his form at the moment. And I think when Cochrane comes back, Isaiah Samuel will have to keep playing his form as well, which is good. This is what we wanted. We wanted competition. We want everybody to be wanting their place. I mean, Doyle came on and he ran the show as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a good player. Very good.
I just think that we just lacked a little bit of width. That would be my thing with having Willem on the right. I think we lacked that. Someone going past, the forward line. But Davis knows what he's doing and we won at the end of the day. I'd rather win 1-0 every week.
I thought Williamson had a good game, though, overall. I think, overall he wasn't too bad. He's definitely not a right winger, that's for sure. Definitely a number 10. He should be playing behind the striker, but obviously whenever Davies plays him, he seems to put him there, doesn't he, on the right? And he was doing it last season as well, when he had Dowell. And, I personally would rather see a more direct, fast, winger. And I think now we've obviously got Lewis Kumas to think about as well. Welcome to Blues, by the way, Lewis Kumas. Another very exciting signing to come into the mix, and I think look forward to hopefully seeing him tomorrow night. But Mark Meredith, just going back to Kyogo a minute, I think as a coach, he's getting in the right positions, isn't he? He's just got to keep doing what he's doing, and he just needs to, get that first goal in the league, and I think that'll really get him off and away. When a bit like Gyökeres at the weekend, I think when he does score, he'll probably go on and get a hat trick, won't he, or a couple in that game.
Yeah, I actually think he's trying a little bit too hard. when it comes to it.
Let's not forget. Sorry, mate. Let's not forget as well. He's been robbed of 1 goal as well against Ipswich.
Gotcha.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And I think now he's just trying a little bit too hard with it. I think you can see the frustration in his face as well. Does everything right. His movement is excellent. I think he creates chances for himself as well as others. Just in front of goal, he just needs to calm down. I think he just needs to, play his own game. And like you say, 1 goal, and I think they'll start to open the floodgates a little bit for him.
Yeah.
But, he's created some stuff, hasn't he? He's obviously scored a goal in the cup with Damara's creativity, but he made he was unlucky with the Stansfield goal against Ipswich, obviously, when it come off the post and back to Stano. But yeah, I think he'll get there. I'd rest him tomorrow night, though. I think I'd give the opportunity then to maybe see the Duke guy and maybe Dykes again. If he's leaving this week, maybe his last game, and Kumas obviously coming in. So I'd like to see a few changes. But for me, going back to Saturday's game, again, it had a little bit of a feeling of last season, really. I thought we didn't really have, like you all have said, we didn't really come under a lot of pressure. I think their chance at the end was probably the only one that we sat back and thought, that could change it. But that's the worrying bit, is that could have really changed it, and it could have been a 1-1, and it was never going to be a 1-1 game for 90 minutes. I was shocked that Williamson didn't play in the 10. I thought, as soon as I seen the team, I thought he'd move Stano out to the right. Thought Damari was unbelievable. Laird again, unbelievable. I think the only, I suppose, criticism of them both playing on the left with right foots is what we said. The crosses aren't. It's always cut inside. It's always plan A, and there's no real plan B to it. Which I think, on Saturday they did it excellent. So I'm not complaining about that whatsoever. But I think you come against a right back, a good right back on another side. I think you might catch it a little bit more if you keep forcing him inside every time. But no, listen, it's another win. It's another home win as well. So we're still unbeaten at home for 27, 28 games now.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
And a winnable game tomorrow. Again, I agree with Craig. No game is just going to be easy, but it's certainly a winnable one tomorrow. And we could be touching nearly 30 games without a loss at home, which is something that we haven't experienced now for way over. I don't know. I can't remember the last time we went that long without losing a game at home. But
have we ever got that long?
Might have been the last time we was in this division. Maybe I can't remember in this division in League One. Sorry, I'm talking about last season now. In the
division, 95.
Possibly, I don't know though. You might be right. We might have never done that before. I'm sure they would have shouted about that though if it was the first time ever.
They got up to about 30 when we got promoted in 72. Unfortunately, we lost our first home game of the season when we got promoted.
Oh right.
I know, but it was around the 30 mark going over 1.5 seasons.
So we're on course to beating that then soon, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
And
then.
just to finish off, you think at the start of the season, you look at it, 7 points. We were pretty unlucky against Ipswich to concede that late goal. But if you flip that and go 2 home games and 1 away game, that's 2 home wins and an away draw. That's promotion form right there, I think, for the first. And there's only 2 teams in the league that have won all 3 games.
Yeah.
So, it's out there. We've done a really good start. We're just going to continue to push and play. But I'm actually seeing a lot of quality in the team right now, and very excited about what we can bring in as well from the subs bench.
Yeah. And I don't think we're done in the window yet either. I think we probably still will get 1 or 2 more players in before 7 o'clock next Monday. And I think there will be maybe a few outgoings as well between now and then. Mm-hmm. But talking about Laird on the left, obviously, the assist for the goal was with his left foot. He cut it back with his left to slot it in, didn't they? So I'm not saying, obviously, he's right-footed. He's mainly right-footed, but he is capable of a good cutback with his left as well.
He worked on his final ball. That was the one criticism everybody gave him last year. And after Wigan away, it was like a new start for him, I think.
Yeah. No, you can see that. I mean, I do like the new guy as well, Asai Samuel, a lot. I think he's a very good player as well. So he's certainly good problems to have. I've also liked Cashin a lot as well when he's come in the team. But you just can't see him shifting Neumann or Clara, can you? But again, he's a great, player to fall back on if we need him.
I'd expect to see Cashin tomorrow night. be honest. I think he's going to be out there tomorrow. And do you know, we've mentioned there about resting Kyogo, but actually, I think I'd play him tomorrow purely for the fact that I think he will. When he scores, he'll go on a run, and I think he needs, even if it's one of those that he's had the tap in the last round of the cup. Actually, what he now needs is something to be fired across and come off his arse. Yeah. And once he's crossed that line, that'll just get him going. And that's where I think we'll start seeing a run. So I'd actually start him tomorrow. But Dutch, I think, should start as well. I'd like to see the pair of them on the pitch. Just take some time in the legs.
Let's not forget as well, we've got Fuimoto as well that we haven't seen yet as well. He's been mentioned, hasn't appeared yet, so he could get a run tomorrow as well. We've got to get some time in people's legs, haven't we? Those ones that have just breaking through because of the injuries, we need to give them a run, and this is an opportunity to do it. But interestingly, isn't it? Blackburn celebrating 150 years, Birmingham celebrating 150 years. They come tomorrow celebrating 150 years. So it seems to be a bit of a run at the moment with the games that way as well. Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, no, it's a great time at the minute, and you just can't beat the match day at the moment, can you, Mark Adams? It's just brilliant at the moment, isn't it? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we've said it before, Paul, haven't we? It's not a chore, is it? It's enjoyable. Shout out to Williamson. I thought he played really well on Saturday. He really read the game so well for a big man. I thought he played well. Laird, again, like we just said, is man of the match. He was absolutely superb. I thought the atmosphere, going back to the atmosphere, and a bit like Craig said, people were moaning coming out. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It did feel like a League One game at times on Saturday, but
that's what it was.
It was like League One opposition, wasn't it? Yeah. People were moaning. And some, I said in our group chat, some weren't even watching the game. Some were just having selfies every time we had a corner or went on the attack, or very bizarre. But anyway, it's looking good. Like Craig said before, it's 3 points. It doesn't matter how you get it, it's 3 points. We were never going to score a hat load against a Rowett side, really, were we?
I was saying on the way in, Mark, I don't remember any Rowett team ever getting battered, especially with us. Can we remember his biggest defeat for us as manager? Because I can't think of anyone scoring more than maybe 3 goals. That's maybe a question to everyone out there. What was our biggest defeat under Gary Wright as our manager? Because I don't think he's certainly more than 3 gols. I can't for the life of me remember, but I just can't remember. Don't jump out, does it? No. But I thought at times we could have got behind the team a bit more fan-wise, but we got over the line in the end. But
was it the manager against Leicester?
What, last season?
No, he wasn't, was he? No.
Bruno.
Yeah. But like I say, we take it, we move on. It'd be nice to the boys who didn't get play on Saturday get a run out tomorrow. Got a feeling, I still think there's a feeling Dykes might go. I know. Some want to give him a go, but I've got a funny feeling he might be one to miss out completely.
I've heard it on good authority. He's on his way.
It's no surprise, though, Al. He's just been bang average, hasn't he? He's popped up with the odd important goal, but overall, he's not in the market we want to be in.
If you was beyond that goal at Blackburn last week, mate, you'd be talking a little bit differently after being in them limbs last Saturday before Saturday.
Let's also not forget, he got us the winner in the Virtue semi-final at St Andrews.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
He's good at getting important goals.
Yeah, he's good at getting important goals. He's not the natural goal scorer. Sorry, Mark. Probably you were about to say that we need.
No, I was going to say I'd love him to stay because I've always loved him. But honestly, seriously, I do think he'll miss. I think the signing of the Duck means that I think Dykes will be gone. Whether it's in the Championship or whether it might even back in Scotland or abroad, or I don't know. Good luck to him. Wish him well. He's never let us down, sort of thing. I just think we're in a different sort of market now, really. I'd like to see Beadle get a clean sheet tomorrow as well. I think it'd be good. We talked about strikers, but it'd be nice to see Beadle keep a clean sheet. Might do him the world of good.
Yeah. Just going back to Dykes, though, it's the level we're at now, isn't it?
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Alfie May, Dykes, Bielik, Sanderson, all these players now are just not going to get a look in. You even look at that team that beat Norwich on the final day of the last season in the Championship, and unfortunately we went down. But you got Sunich, you got players like that who I thought did a job for us at the time. He was a bit of a, he was a battling ram, wasn't he, Sunich? But he's just nowhere near now the level we're at. So
no, you can't.
Jordan James is linked with Wrexham, and does he get how Jordan James? Do we think? I mean, he's anywhere near the squad. Never mind the side.
What for Ren?
But for us, if we came
for us, no, he wouldn't. He'd be lucky to have a squad number. But no, it's yeah. But look forward to it's free it tomorrow. But I think we should be all right. I mean, I know we'll do our predictions later, but we should be all right. Yeah,
I mean, I went to Port Vale for the friendly. I don't know what sort of team they put out that day, whether it was their strongest or not. But they give us a decent-ish game, and there was a few of our new players on show and whatnot, and we won 2-0, if you remember. But I can't see anything but a Blues win tomorrow night. But you don't want to get complacent though. We've got to go out there and do the job. It's easy to say it, you just got to go and do it.
Well, free hit for them, isn't it? Absolute free hit. They were looking forward to it. So
Odd little stadium as well. There, for where they're at. It's
Vale Park. Yeah,
I've never been before. It's not a bad little stadium for, like I say, for where they're at. Definitely better than Burton Albion.
Yeah,
it has held 50,000 in the past.
Has it?
Oh yeah.
God.
It was considered to be the Wembley of the North.
The North, yeah, cool. It was called that. Yeah.
What, Vale Park?
Yeah.
It took me 40 minutes out to get a bottle of 7-Up with about 9,000 there. So God knows how long it would have took me. 50.
Yeah. Can I just say? I mean, everybody said everything. And I agree with everything, but I will mention one thing that I probably got a good sight of that nobody else did. Was the shot that their Blokov had. I was right behind that, and all I could see was a big hole about 4 foot wide with no goalkeeper. And I'm thinking, that's in. And then suddenly this green thing flashed across the goal and tipped it round. And everybody round us said the same thing. That was a goal. No, he's pushed it round the post. And it was absolute tremendous save. And it was the only one he had to make, but he did. And it probably, I would have hated to have gone through that game spending it, half an hour to goal down. The crowd would have got uppity then. But it was an absolute tremendous save. It was literally out of this world. And, Mark and I were arguing about who was the best English goalkeeper, and I facetiously said him, and he said, "Well, you mean a Birmingham reserve?" Well, he ain't a Birmingham reserve now, and I'm struggling to think of English goalkeepers any better than him. I really am, and he'll be with us for a long time, I think.
Oh, you mean in the whole country, like in the Premier League as well?
Yeah.
Oh, from what I saw the weekend, Pickford's back to his best. I thought he was phenomenal yesterday.
Couldn't lace Pickford's boots, to be fair.
Well, we'll see.
So you reckon
he'll make as many mistakes as Pickford does?
He's 32 now, isn't he, Allsop? Are you talking about Allsop?
Yes, no.
Yeah, he's 32 now, Allsop is. So I think if he was ever going to get an England cap, you'd think it would have been before now.
Well, you don't know, do you?
But you never know, you don't.
Well, he probably won't get an England cap. But what I'm saying is, he's a bloody good goalkeeper, and he's up there with the best.
He's the best we've had for a while. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, by a long way.
Yeah.
To go back on your question, Paul, the last time we got spanked under Rowett, Newcastle, St James's Park, 10th of December, and we lost 4-0.
4-0. Yeah. Okay, I didn't realise
that's his heaviest defeat.
Yeah, and that's at Newcastle. They were running away with the championship when it away. Yeah. So yeah.
Sorry, Paul. Sorry for putting it in. I just remember we lost one under Houghton, didn't we? We just lost one at home last season, but I don't think it was 28 games. You know what I mean? I think we lost to Forest at home 1-0 under Houghton. I think that's the only game we lost at home in the league.
With you when Houghton was there, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the minute, we're in a great place, and it's long may it continue. And every match day is just so special at the moment. The way that they've just give us, the whole build up to the game, and when the game's on itself, and it's just. I mean, even the pitch is phenomenal, isn't it? I mean, did you notice the big difference in the pitch as well?
Yeah, it's unreal.
It's like a snooker table, isn't it?
see why the guy ended up winning the awards at Leicester, can't you? And then when you actually look at Leicester's pitch now that he's gone, and you can actually see that in theory they've coloured it in some parts with what looks like green sand. Shows you just how far we've come. But also, outside, these owners really, really listen to us as fans. I remember Claire talking about it early doors. Paul, you've mentioned it. But making sure that we had a cover outside. And how nice was it to get up there? Sod's Law, the sun was out and it was nice weather, but to have it outside, ready and ready for us to go. The new bar area in there as well for more of the pumps to pump the beer through. These guys listen. And the other thing is, there was a lot of negativity around queues getting into the stadium for the first game, no food or the food being burnt. Not this time. It was great. You walk straight in, no hassles whatsoever. Food and drink were available without any issues inside the stadium. Yes, they had a few problems outside, especially in the Globe and Ball, but the rest of it was brilliant. So it just shows that we as fans are listened to. And when that feedback is given after every game, especially through the supporters clubs, and that's picked up by the club and acted upon straight away. And I've got to say thanks to the club because, from a Solihull point of view, I put an absolute barrel load forward after the Ipswich game, some after the Sheffield game, and they answered every single one of the queries. And not just that, I can honestly say that every single one of those queries was acted upon at the game the weekend. So fair play to the club. We have some fantastic owners, and I don't think people realise.
I love the cover. It reminds you of like a festival vibe.
Yes.
So you feel like, it felt different on Saturday.
DJ on top of the bar as well.
Round with the cans.
You
didn't have to wait.
Was that right? I didn't go in there. So
so they had people with like backpacks on. And you can go up to them and get like cans and different things, and so you didn't have to wait in a queue. So if you wanted like a cruise campo, you can get the can, pour it in, and then pay. Then you're off.
Quality that is. I love that.
How was your free pie and pint on Saturday, Claire?
Oh, it was lovely. Thank you. I had a steak pie. I haven't had a steak pie for ages. It was actually hot, and I actually got one.
Well done.
No.
Fair play.
I didn't wait till half time because apparently at half time some of the food did disappear, but that's another story. Craig, put that one to everyone.
Oh, that's out there already.
Did you go to the cruise campo as well, Claire?
I didn't. I gave my cruise campo to one of my friends because I don't really like it, so they bought me an inches. So they need inches in the inside the stadium because I just prefer that.
Apparently it is, Claire. I was told because I wanted it on Saturday, and the one bar I went to in the Tilton didn't have it there, and he had dark fruits. But the one in the middle, apparently had inches. I haven't seen it, but apparently they got it there. So great.
Well, I'm on the hunt next time. That's it.
See you tomorrow night.
Now, we may or may not have a special guest on tonight, a very surprise one. I'm not going to say who it is, just in case he don't turn up. And if he does turn up, then it'll be a surprise, won't it?
It's Steve Cottrell.
Brace yourselves for a special guest. And if he doesn't arrive, we'll never tell you who it was going to be either, just in case he agrees to come on another time as a surprise again. So there you go. I'll just leave that out.
The will to live here.
No, you're just upset that your ice cream's still melting, Mr. Chairman. That's what it is.
It's gone. It's
got a milkshake now.
Yeah.
You drink.
You could drink it now, Alan. You don't even need a spoon.
That's Alan,
hang on, Alan. We're drinking hot tea with it as well.
Yeah. And with chocolate lumps in it.
Very nice, very nice. Any good comments or questions coming in on the shout boxes?
Seems to be a couple of, I'm not going to say the moans. One thing I did see, loads of women complaining about the toilets.
They are disgusting. They are so bad.
In what way, Claire?
they clog up a lot. They don't have the right pressure, and they just don't look great either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I've got a good idea of what you mean. Yeah.
And answer on some of that as well. The pressure, because this was raised again previously. Apparently, the whole stadium has an issue with water pressure. So when everybody is going in large scale, i.e., just before kick-off, half time, and at the end of it, the water pressure is that low that they can't flush properly. But that is something that the club are looking at on top of all the other areas of what they can do with the limited availability of the stadium the way that it is now. But yeah, I agree with Claire. You know, there's so much around. It's swapped. Used to be everything was wrong with the men's. Leaks here, leaks there. No hot water, no this, no that. Hand dryer doesn't work. Now actually, the men's everything is working. Nothing's leaking apart from the blokes, and the hand dryers work. So, you know, it's just swapped around. But all feedback greatly appreciated, and we'll get it delivered back. And don't forget, if you are a member of any of the OSCs, feed it back to your leaders, because that's what they're there to do.
Have you seen the one from Lilypad, Craig, regarding the disabled access by the club shop?
No, but Lilypad, give me a shout regarding this. Let me have a look.
Yeah, have a look at one. Lots of complaints about the queues for the GMU and the GML getting mixed up together. That's from the Sutton OSC, said Kim Upton.
Sorry, Chris. I was going to say the GM on Saturday, a couple of the Visa the machines weren't working. They were failing to connect.
Right.
So some people moaning about that as well.
You didn't have any money on your card, Rob. That's what it was.
There you go.
Top it up.
Actually, it was the fact that he was trying to use the one that he'd stolen about 20 minutes earlier.
Stolen credit card.
Season ticket pie.
So I ended up going hungry.
Yeah, love that from Fraser Higgins. How good does Mikey B get the crowd going? Love it. I think he's brilliant, and he's really good. Tune after tune, man, and
I met him on Saturday, and he's such a nice bloke.
Who Fraser Higgins?
So down to earth.
Yeah, it'd be good to get him on actually if we could at some point. It'd be a great guest. So
I agree.
Let's see what happens with that. You never know. Could be another surprise guest there as well. But yeah, no, he's picking out some great tunes. My only request to him would be to make the Blue Nose Brothers permanent, play that before every single game instead of whatever. But I just think the Blue Nose Brothers, Tom Ross and Ian Danton, needs to have a permanent slot before every game. Do we agree with that?
Yeah.
I was going to say,
I don't like it.
You don't like it, really?
It's all right, but I mean...
Which one's that one?
Singing
the blues.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
And they do keep right on as well, you know, and it's just quality. I used to really get the crowd going in the late 90s, didn't it, Al?
Yeah, I was going to, yeah.
I have got a question for Mikey, though, when he
yes, he did.
Gets to us.
I must admit,
go on, Al.
Sorry, I was walking up to the ground, and I remembered your post on the Friday about this Mickey B. And I'm walking up to the ground. All I could hear is a drum going bum 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 bum. I'm thinking, is this what we're looking forward to? Anyway, when I got in the ground, there didn't seem. I was a bit later than usual, but it didn't seem to be any difference. It was all the same old tunes to me. But I don't know. You know better than I.
No.
I've got new hearing aids, and I cannot. I can hardly hear myself think. It's what you know, and it puts me off what the music is because it's so loud. I'm not listening. I'm just enduring, if you like.
I mean, I can't name every tune he plays, but I can remember like "Rocking All Over the World" and
yeah,
obviously play.
Yeah. That's a bit more my era, yeah.
I can't help but think that some of it's down as one track.
Yeah,
because the same every single game. So they're singing the blues and then going into the others. The fact we hear Mr. Blue Sky all the way through, all those sorts of things. I think it's brilliant what they're doing, and it definitely G's them up. There's definitely different songs interspersed. There's also an element of this is going to be played no matter what, and I think it's dictated by the club. And the right thing to do, may I add, because I think they are the right songs to get the fans going. be nice to get a bit of variation, but like you say, also trying to hear some of these all the way through, though. I'd love to hear, Mr. Blue Sky all the way through, not just a little bit of it. And others, bring back, there's a few of the old tunes seem to be coming out as well, I've noticed, in the ground as well. So it's nice to hear those, because it brings back the history, almost aligning to that 150th. I mean, how great would it be to hear the songs over the years? Just a different snippet, maybe each game, a different song from the different eras.
Yeah.
Because I reckon there'll be some fantastic ones.
Yeah. No, he's a good DJ, though.
He is really good. And he's a really nice chap as well. Really, really good chap.
Yeah, I've not had the pleasure yet of meeting him, but yeah, I enjoy what he does in the stadium, and it makes a big difference before every game. You think back to what it was like before him. It was totally different, wasn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
We never would have got the crowd going like that at all. What do we think about the fireworks for 3 o'clock kickoffs as well? I mean, I personally think they don't have anywhere near as much of an effect as they do on a night game. Obviously, night games, it's spectacular, but you kind of forget they're there even when they're going off in the daylight, don't we think?
Apparently, the players have requested them.
Have they? Okay.
And that they have previously said, when we haven't had them, where are they? I think it's part of their routine. And to me, why change anything at the moment? We haven't lost in 27 games at home. Let's keep everything the same. To me, there's no point at all changing anything, because superstition in football is massive as well.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'd get rid of them at all. I'm just asking people's opinion on it, because they don't have as much impact in the daylight as they do overnight. Obviously, why bonfire night is on the night, and fireworks everywhere.
I think no, like it's like I don't know. It's kind of like a celebration of us, isn't it? I mean, some people will not like them, but I think that they are still quite cool. Like, yeah, okay, can't really tell what they are, but it's like the fire and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the blue and white flares, aren't they? You've got the elements of the bright firework that goes off towards the end when it almost comes to a crescendo, but the rest of it is it's blue and white flared smoke, which I think we miss it even more, actually. Once the lights are on, you miss the colour, but you see the firework itself, almost the bang at the end. So perhaps we'll just see a difference there in the type of fireworks that we have. But it's all over, isn't it? I mean, you go to watch the games on the TV across the weekend. Everton's thought that was brilliant, mate. That new stadium opening up. First of all, I want a stadium like that, because they've kept the atmosphere. They've got more fans in there, and it still resonates with Everton as a club. And that was just their first home game in it. But I thought as they came on the pitch, all those blue flares coming off the roof. God, as a Liverpool fan, you'd be hating it, wouldn't you? Because all you'd see coming across the Mersey is going to be blue smoke, and that's just what you want to build up. And I guess actually that's something that maybe we can do in the future. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it, to just turn the sky blue?
There were less of them this time, may I add, though. I think there was only 3 instead of 5. But yeah, just keep everything going until we have a losing streak. We might need to change it, but otherwise, if it helps the players and creates an atmosphere, and I think people would be like, where are they? Do you remember the game where it didn't happen and everyone was like, where are the fireworks? We're so used to it now. I know what you mean, though, because you can't really get the full effect of them. But
no, that's all I'm saying, yeah.
It's just the atmosphere, isn't it? And then it's great because for the first 5 minutes, you can't really say.
No.
Yeah, but no, I've got to agree here with what, where's it gone? Hang on. One of the comments just from Daniel O'Sullivan there, just no music to celebrate goals. God, no, we do not want
No.
No, that's
don't need that.
Capital N-O. Definitely no goal music at St Andrews Stadium, please. No, we don't.
Well, what's that? Sorry, I missed that.
When we score a goal, Al, we don't want music.
Okay.
We have a St Andrews Raw. We don't need music.
Yeah, we don't need.
We don't need a drum, and we don't need goal music.
No.
Definitely not. It's already there. Like Claire said, the St Andrews Raw is already there when we score. So
Can I just give a quick shout out to for Rob Carlos and his book Cut Short, which is the Martin Granger book.
Oh yeah, who is he?
This don't worry about him. It's the last few days now. For you to pre-order the book, and you can have your name in the roll call. So if you pre-order it now, you can get your name in the book. I've put the link above, so get on that. It's the last few days. Do it. Get your name in the book.
There you go.
Good stuff.
Hey, Chris, have we got Tilton Talk in there?
Of course.
We've got to, haven't we? Guest of the show. I think it should say Tilton Talk, Granger, guest of the show. He obviously talks about us in the book as well. Do you know what I mean? He'll never forget his time talking.
I'll bully him, I'm sure.
Chris, I believe you got a quiz for us tonight.
Well, just only a little one. It's an on this day.
Oh, okay.
Do you want it now?
25th of August.
25th of August. There's a bit of a clue in the date. 2011.
Go on then.
Who did we beat? Who did we beat?
Who did we beat on the 25th of August under Chris then? That season.
On the 25th of August.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I think I know.
Who was the first scorer?
I think I know.
Wasn't Leicester? Wasn't Leicester? Was it?
No.
It was the Europa League Nacional. It was Redmond.
Nathan Gardner. Oh, Nathan Gardner. No, from Redmond.
Spot on. And that was this week, Chris.
That's 14 years. That's 14 years ago today.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, wasn't it a whole stadium of Birmingham fans? Because Nacional
there's no away fans, was there? There's about 13 away fans.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Chris Wood, didn't he? Chris Wood scored. He must be. He must be 111 now.
He's like Benjamin Button. He's getting better with he gets older.
He don't look either.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. And the Blue Room last week, Chris, did we get the votes in on? It was either the Keep Right On the anthem, weren't it?
It was the Keep Right On song, won that. Yeah, Keep Right On song.
Okay, so what about this week then? What are we putting out there this week?
We've got to put Darren Carter in, haven't we? Again, keep putting Darren Carter.
Can we put St Andrews?
Yeah, put whatever you want.
Home.
Put whatever you want in there.
St Andrews. So we got St Andrews. We've got Darren Carter. We've got the TF statue.
Francis statue.
Tatey's shirt. We've got to put Barry Fry in then, haven't we? Really?
Yeah.
Barry Fry's lemps up and down the pitch.
What about Obafemi Martins?
Yeah.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Dare we say it would be too early to put Craig Gardner in there? Player now doing what he's doing.
Well, just as an overall Blues.
I think by the end of the season he'll go in there, won't he?
Yeah.
Did you put Darren Carter again for the Premier League?
Yeah, I've just said that.
Yeah.
On Claire,
people.
I don't know. I'm off.
Then Dykes for his goal at Blackburn.
Limbs.
I think you said that there, just limbs in general, weren't it? You said. Yeah. No, that's enough to go ahead.
Chris John goals, I think. The one against the Vale and then the one in Millwall in the playoff semi-final.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That's a good question, actually. Which one of those two is your favourite? Because for me, it's got to be the playoff. I know it was against the Vile and he got that equalised, but for me, that playoff one was...
one.
Just so
Yeah, well, without that, we wouldn't have had... I mean, if you remember, he missed about two really good chances before that, didn't he? He was one-on-one with the keeper from the halfway line, then he slotted one over the bar as well, which was easy to hit the target.
Yeah.
So, thank God he put that one in the end. He got there in the end, didn't he? Third time lucky, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, that led to us playing the Vile, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
I remember Vasson as well coming for a cross and dropping it straight to Dion Dublin. Do you remember that?
Oh,
Yeah.
So there's a few suggestions coming on the message board, actually, around what should go in the Blue Room as well. So Mick Harper's last-minute winners. Jose Dominguez's baggy shorts and shirts.
Yeah.
And actually, congratulations to Jose, because he has just got the Napawal managerial role, hasn't he? So congratulations to him.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that then, Jose.
Good stuff.
He doesn't. He's aging well as well, and he don't look a lot different, does he? Really?
Okay, don't he? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one there.
Quite tall in real life.
The original Bow and Bell. The original Bow and Bell. Yeah, that's a good show.
Bring them back. Bring them back.
Yeah, they're too scary.
We can't. They've already gone in the blue room. We can't take them back out.
Put the new ones in the blue room and keep the old ones back.
Yeah.
He's got the key to the blue room.
Full of mementos. Don't tell Adams where they are.
I think.
What about Cadiz?
Paul Cadiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Paul Cadiz is a good shout.
And Carl Evans has said John Gale's overhead kick at Wembley.
Oh, yeah.
Got to be.
That's got to be there. That's got to be in there, and at some point.
That's got to be the greatest goal ever scored by a Blues player at Wembley, surely.
Got to be. Yeah.
There aren't many. I'm just trying to think.
We haven't scored many at Wembley, have we?
No.
You got Simon Sturridge, John Gale, Paul Tate.
Femi Martin.
Femi Martins, isn't it?
Yeah.
In my life, anyway.
In our life, yeah.
Zigic.
Yeah, I said Zigic. Yeah.
Oh, definitely Carol Scarf
Lady. Yes, Paul Hansen, great show.
Got to go in.
What about Jezza? Come on, Blues.
Blues.
Legend. I love him. I do. I love it when I bump into that guy. Honestly, he's so adorable, isn't he?
Robe.
Yeah, that's got to go in.
No, that's going in the incinerator.
Going back to the transfer window, and obviously I know United's ambition and our aim will be to try and win this league this season. Do we think we can do it with the squad we got now? And if not, who do you think, or where do you think we need to improve, or we need to recruit? And that goes to everyone watching as well.
I think we've said it before, Paul. I think the goals to gains ratio, I think it's just putting more in the back of the net.
Yeah. So do you think now? Do you think we can win the league? Or if not, where would you improve the team?
At Capella University, we believe accessible education can make a difference in people's lives. That's why we offer scholarship opportunities to all eligible students. Whether you're considering a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree, our teams will walk you through the process and help you get the savings you're eligible for. Furthering your education is an investment in yourself. Entonces, ¿qué estás esperando? Un futuro diferente está más cerca de lo que crees con Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
If we're consistent, then I'd say we can win the league with this squad.
Yeah,
I don't think there's much wrong with it.
Hey, Arsenal won the Premier League with 1-0 nearly all the season, didn't they?
Well, From got promoted with virtually 1-0 every game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's not a lot wrong, really.
No, I think the squad's really decent right now. I think you don't want to upset the apple core a little bit by bringing too much in, but
no,
I don't see much that we need to change, honestly.
No,
I would definitely send more out.
Yeah.
Like Hall, Roberts. There's a few there that they're not going to get a game. Go and get some game time. Do you mean?
I think not necessarily loans. They might just end the contracts. If they can pay them off to get them off the wage bill, to allow somebody else to come in, they might do that. I've got to shout out one thing for the Blue Room. I know we've had loads, but Ian Clayton's one I think is superb. He said that the Blues announcer in the 90s, Bob Matthews, should be in the Blue Room.
Right, shout. Yeah.
But Paul, I think we might need a couple more.
Yeah.
Enkelman's got to go in the Blue Room, hasn't he? Says Kevin Fenner.
Enkelman's in the Claret and Blue Room,
Yeah, Rick. I've got to say Rick Coleman as well for the Blue Room. The guy who did the tour, the guy that was there for years, man. He used to do the stadium tours. Sadly, we lost him. I want to say we lost him about 5 years ago. Sadly, but yeah, he was a lovely man. He was, doing the stadium tours for years. Does everyone know what I mean?
Yeah.
He
got the job in front of me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he did it at Edgbaston as well, so he got a bit more experience than I had. But I got a funnier script.
Go on, give us a bit, Al. What would you have said? We're stood on the landing now in the cop reception. You're about to show me round. Tell me what you would have said.
Also, to play for England.
Didn't say that. I said he was good as the ones that did. Well, I had a joke about signing twins, and they were adopted. One went to an Indian family, and one went to a Spanish family. And the Indian one was called Jamal, right? And he was brilliant. And Blue signed him, and the scout said, "Get his brother as well." They said, "Why?" He says, "Well, you've seen one, you've seen Jamal."
That is not going anywhere near the blue room.
Now I see why you didn't get the job, right?
Well, put it in the blue room just so we don't hear it again. That's the best one.
Mark Meredith, question for Mark on YouTube, just quickly. Question for Mark. What was the American reaction to the documentary, says Paul MCC on YouTube?
Honestly, I've not heard much. If I'm honest, obviously our reaction from people that I know really love it, but we're all Birmingham fans. But there wasn't really anything advertised any different. That's a bit of actually quite a good question, because I don't think I haven't seen it advertised here at all, apart from if you go on to Prime. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it wasn't not as much as obviously back at home. So.
Mm. Sorry, Tony Shull as well. I think I know you mean Tony. Roy, the photographer.
Yeah.
Binyanich as well.
Yeah. He's been a guest, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic guy. I don't think he's coming back to work, is he, sadly?
Has he retired?
I don't know.
He had a stroke, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I know he's ill, yeah.
I've seen him since then, though, and he was, looked like he was on the mend. So hopefully, he's back to good health. But I don't know if he's ever going to come back as our photographer now. I don't know. So I'd love to see him back if he was going to come back, but I've been so long now, I'm not sure if he is. Don't know. Not heard anything. Have any of us heard anything?
No. He's on social media, isn't he?
He's on Twitter, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fraser Higgins? Can we put the penguin kit in the blue room? It's a shout as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good shout.
It's iconic, isn't it? Really.
I think that's probably the most iconic shirt that you ever look at when you look at Birmingham, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think then the new thing we could do is, could we have a kit from each decade?
Mm.
The best kit from each decade, and then we whittle them down.
Yeah.
See, look at that. Meredith's running into the audience. I don't know whether people saw that. He's probably gone away now to find every shirt.
He's on the pitch. Look, I can see him.
Yeah, he's on the pitch. Get him off. That's a fine, that is.
Bill Mink says, "Am I the only person who hasn't watched the documentary on Netflix yet? It's not on Netflix."
That's why you haven't watched it. Yeah,
that's why you haven't watched it.
Wait a long time for Netflix.
Yeah, so we're all in agreement then that this squad can win this league. We don't need to improve.
I think we need a couple more.
Yeah, me too.
I worry about centre midfield.
Yeah.
I know we've got like Gardner Hickman and people like that, but I do think we just need somebody who is like, just in case the Watter or Pate get injured. I think Doyle could go in there easily.
Yeah.
When's Buchanan back?
Christmas time ran, and that was from the horse's mouth. Actually, he told me that himself at the Player Awards. So
yeah, you get a left back. I know Laird's playing really well there, but do you get another left back just in case? Do you get another striker, a young one maybe that can come off the bench?
I think that's a good shot. Another striker, another out-and-out nine. Mind you, Dukes can play there as well. But
we got Kyogo Stano, Dusk, whatever his name is, and then obviously if Dykes goes, you need that other one, don't you?
Yeah.
So
you've got the marquee.
QMass can play as a forward as well, though, can't he?
Yeah.
Craig, do you reckon a marquee signing to come?
I still think we've got a marquee signing. I just think if you look at what we've spent, it's actually all pretty much what we've brought in. So actually, if you know, to put it into layman's terms, we're probably net zero at the moment.
Yeah,
and that's a phenomenal achievement. On that front, actually, Mr. Meredith, I think you probably crossed paths a few times with the Bellinghams and their parents, but I see that there's been a fallout in Borussia where now his dad's been banned from anywhere near the dressing room and touchline. I heard nothing but positive things about him as a role model on the line and being involved and supporting. Do you think there's anything in it?
Don't know. There's no smoke without fire, is there? So something's happened there. And to be fair, like I don't think there's ever been issues with his parents anywhere that they go. I think it's always been good reports on him. But if that has happened, then then he probably deserves a ban, doesn't he? Because there's areas within those where forever whoever it is, there's areas within that stadium that those people can't go to in any part of the game. And I think it's more embarrassing on Job than anything, right? If that's the case, that Dad's coming down to the tunnel to speak to the manager, especially at the level you're playing at.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's so much press and paper talk where you never know. It might not have been as bad as people are saying. Something may have happened, but everyone jumps on that bandwagon, don't they, and make it worse. But
I want to. Sorry, Mark. Go on, carry on.
Oh, carry on.
No, I just want to.
I was just about to say, I don't feel that Job is at that stage of his career to be playing first team football at Dortmund anyway. Is my point. I think he's. I don't get me wrong. I think he's a talent, but I think he does live a lot off the expectations of Jude and what they expect from his brother, and I think that puts a lot of pressure on him. Even to the stage where he doesn't wear the name on the back of his shirt because he wants to be his own identity, which I respect. But he's always going to live under that pressure of his brother, isn't he? Anywhere he goes.
Which is, sorry, Mark, I was going to say, I was shocked when he went to Dortmund. I thought he would have stayed at Sunderland and sort of carved out a name for himself in the Premier League. But following in his brother's footsteps like that, I thought it was a bit of a backward step.
The problem as well is he's playing in front of those thousands and the yellow wall that seen his brother week in, week out, knew how good he was.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's not in the same street, is he? Let's be honest. Like you say, Mark Meredith, he's a talented player. He's going to go on and have a very good career in football. But, the fans, they're getting on his back a little bit because they're expecting more from him because of obviously what Jude gave to them. I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know. No idea. Now, I just want to go off topic slightly at the moment because I know we do get quite a lot of young viewers and, kids that dream to make it as footballers, etc. And obviously yourself as a coach as well, Mark. I want to talk about Ebere Eze for a minute and his transfer to Arsenal and the tweet that he put out on the 17th of April 2015. So just over 10 years ago when he was released by Arsenal. When he was released by Arsenal and he said, "I swear I'm going to make it. And when I do, they're going to show this tweet, LOL." And look what's happened just over 10 years later. So my message to every young fan out there that aspires to be a footballer, if you've ever been turned away by an academy or any coaches, never give up on your dream. Just never give up because, you can get turned away and you can still make it. Isn't that right, Mark Meredith?
Yeah, I think there's more. If you did research on it, there's probably more players playing professionally now that was released by a club and gone somewhere else. I remember having a conversation with the West Ham academy manager, and he released John Terry from West Ham. He said it was the worst mistake he ever made because Terry basically waved goodbye to them, walked down the road, and joined Chelsea the next day, and then became Chelsea England captain and one of the most successful centre backs in the country. So decisions are made, and I feel like, and we say it to the kids all the time. There's a club out there for everybody. I look at ours now, and I look at people like Charlie Lakin, for instance. I signed Charlie myself at Birmingham, and he didn't have the he had played some first team football at Birmingham, but he didn't have the best of times. But now he's at Walsall, and he's up there with one of the top players there. He's got he's having a good career, and I think again. I think he'll get a move from there at some point, but he's enjoying his football. He's doing what he's doing. So there's always that level.
Yeah.
Fair to Eze, he's gone and he's made himself a really good talent, and Arsenal are now £90 million worse off. Somebody that they let go 10 years ago. So yeah, that's a fun read.
Players like that, though, isn't there? I mean, Alfie May was another example of somebody that he was very open about the fact that he was taken on, but then dropped from Football League football, played non-league, got himself recognised, come back, and got his moves that he has. Jamie Vardy, I mean,
yeah,
you know, you look at these names and then the players that have come back but have also done well. Sometimes you have to take a step back, even in the jobs that you do every day. Sometimes you have to take a step back to take 3 steps forwards. I mean, look at Roby, took a step back into cell 31 and now he's in 33.
It can happen.
Well, we just look at Damari, don't we? Damari spent his whole career at Blues in regards to youth. Signed him at a really young age, went all the way through, played in the first team, got sold, won the Premier League, went abroad, did some stuff there, and he's back to where he started at 7 years old. You know, and he still looks, after seeing that celebration against Blackburn last week, he looks more hungry now than he's ever looked.
Friday, Mark, if he scores against them on Friday, what's he going to do at Leicester's ground?
I don't think he celebrates, to be honest with you. I think it's just maybe a hand up. Yeah, I think so.
Well, he won the league with them, didn't he? And everything.
Yeah,
so I think that they would hold something. I think he would be ecstatic to score his first goal, but I think he would be respectful for. I mean, if he never went there and didn't have the season that they had, he would never win a Premier League.
No, I know.
So you kind of, do you know what I mean? But I hope he does score. That'd be great.
Yeah,
listen, I don't get all this respect thing. I think if you score for your team, then celebrate regardless of who it's against, right?
Oh, I agree.
It's probably tougher if you're playing against Blues and you score and you're a big Birmingham fan like we are. But I think, you know, the fact is you're with another team now. You've just scored, and again, even players that have left us and gone somewhere else, like, celebrate. You scored a goal for your team. Like, just do what you need to do, right? It's not. I don't think it's disrespectful to celebrate. Honestly, they're doing their job, right?
Just going back to young kids, though, etc., that aspire to make it. You know, never just stop thinking about the end goal all the time of being a professional footballer and take it challenge by challenge. That's what I always say. It's the same in any profession, isn't it? Whatever you do, whatever you're doing, you've got to do it well so that you can then progress to the next level and then the next level and then the next level. You know, it's the same with me where I work, and whatever I do, I try to do well over the years. And then before I know it, I'm doing the next thing that's the next level up, you know, and before you know it, you never know where you're going to finish up. But just focus on what you're doing and do it well. And then, you know, before you know it, you can get promoted to wherever you want to get to. But Al, we've released, go on, Mark. I can see you dying to say something, Rob.
No, Rob, yeah.
No, nothing.
Is it just a bit of cramp or something, was it?
It was actually, yeah. My knees are
fair enough.
Al, I was going to say, we've released players like Nigel Winterburn and Lee Sharp in years gone by, haven't we? Am I right in saying
that? Not Lee Sharp. Winterburn, yeah.
I thought we told Lee Sharp. I thought we told Lee Sharp he was too small before he broke on the scene.
Well, maybe you're right on that, because he finished up at Torquay.
That's right.
And United signed him from Torquay.
That's it.
Winterburn, I know a bit of, because my mate of mine used to do scouting for Wimbledon, right? And he lives, or he's dead now. He used to live in Birmingham, and so he knew Winterburn. You know, he watched Blues Reserves loads of times, and he liked this Winterburn, and he went to Oxford, didn't he? And didn't play in the first team there. But my mate.
At Capella University, we believe accessible education can make a difference. That's why we offer scholarship opportunities to all eligible students. Un futuro diferente está más cerca de lo que crees con Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
Was watching an Oxford reserve game, and he said, "Oh, it's Winterburn here," and he recommended him to Harry Bassett.
Yeah,
and he went no league appearances for either team, and he went straight into Wimbledon's first team. And then, did he play for England?
He did a couple of times, I think.
Yeah. And of course, he was one of the mainstays of the Arsenal wonderful back four. You know, and it's all about opinions, isn't it? I mean. Why my mate? I mean, I know what the type of player my mate used to like, and the type of player that Wimbledon used to like. People who got stuck in and were tough, and that's what he was.
Yeah.
But you know, if you look in the old Russman's book, it's got Oxford United appearances blank. no appearances, no goals, nothing. And suddenly, woof, you're in a football league, in the fourth division then.
Yeah.
And then a year later, they're selling him on for millions, and he's a mainstay of probably the best defence that's certainly been since the war, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's such a. I mean, the story of Trevor Francis. I don't know whether you know. He played for Plymouth Schoolboys against Birmingham Schoolboys, and Plymouth won 6-1, and Trevor got 4, I think. And asked because I think they played at St Andrews, and because our scout was there, obviously made a note. Then he went to see him play in the final England Schoolboys trial, and he'd spent a week in bed with the flu, and he had a stinker, right? And all the scouts were there. Obviously, best young talent in the country. All the scouts are there and wrote him off. Oh, he ain't no good. But our bloke had seen him before and knew this wasn't the real Trevor Francis, and he signed for us.
Mm.
But for the snotty nose, he could have gone to anybody.
Yeah.
It's such a hazardous thing to for this guy to say, "I'm going to make it." You've got to be very determined, and you've got to block that sort of stuff out. And somebody somewhere has got to recognise something in you that they like.
Right place, right time as well.
Pardon?
It's been at the right place at the right time as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. But no, Mark Meredith, from your time at Blues, was there any sort of kids that you sort of came across that you thought, oh, this is going to, this kid's going to really make it, and didn't quite happen for him?
Yeah, I remember the McPike brothers. So James played maybe one game for us. He coaches at West Brom now in their academy. And then Mitch was very, very good. People thought he would play at age groups for England and things like that. And then he went off the boil a little bit. He actually ended up going on to either Pop Idol or one of those ones. He was in one of the boy bands.
Was it?
Singing on that, on Pop Idol. Actually, he's a good singer. He sings professionally now. I think he might have lives in somewhere in the States, but he sings as a job now. But yeah, he ended up on Pop Idol or whichever that one was. Ashley Salmons again. That group, honestly, the group they had when they got to the FA Youth Cup semi-final at Liverpool. I remember that year pretty well, and it was Ashley and Jake Jervis and Jordan Much and Mitch McFly. Much he was good, yeah. Much he was again another one that disappeared really. Played in a few different league clubs and then just really disappeared. Mitch was in that team.
Is it Peter Till and that lot?
Yeah, Jack was in goal, which obviously he's still playing. But again, that one group from the FA Youth Cup semi-final, you could have looked at least 6 or 7 of them and thought you'd see them out there now. Damari was a little bit younger than that, so I think he was probably just coming onto the group at that time.
Is this around sort of Premier League, like late 2000s, early 2010s?
Yeah, it was about, I think it was, I want to say 2001, 2 maybe.
Oh, was it that long ago?
Yeah, we played them in the FA Youth Cup semi-final. We played, it was funny. We played them at home first at St Andrews, then we were going to Anfield, and I remember the team talk on the night, and we told them, we're at home, but we were playing against a really good Liverpool team.
How old are these lads then? So Butland in goal's about 12 then, something like that?
No, these are older. The FA Youth Cup, so they're scholarship players. They're 16, 17, something like that.
Oh, right. So it must have been later than that then, because Butland was in goal for us.
It probably wasn't Jack that year. I was probably wrong on that. It was probably, I can't even remember. Dean Linus maybe was the goalkeeper then. But we ended up getting beat, I think 4-0 maybe in the first leg. So the game was over. They had a striker, Della Vale, who was.
I remember him.
Yeah, he was a four-star lookalike, just banging goals.
Well, he's got a Finnish mother and an Italian father.
Yeah,
that's why I recognised him, and I remember him. Yeah, he was going to be the world beater, but he never made it, did he?
He beat up on us in that game, and then we went to Anfield, and I think we only lost 2-1 at Anfield. Ashley Salmon scored an absolute screamer from about 35 yards, and yeah, we that was the semi-final of the FA Youth Cup, which was probably one of the better achievements in the academy, and that group was really, really looked at as being the next best thing, but the majority of them now you don't even see. They're gone. So it's difficult. I think it's more of a mental game. I know you guys have said that. It's more about keeping on the right track, doing the right things, taking away some of the stuff that your friends do that you shouldn't be doing or can't have time to do. Talent will get better through practice and development, so that they continue to work every day. They're going to get better technically. It's more up here, and this is the problem. You find a lot of these pros get themselves in trouble at a young age because mentally they just don't understand what to do when they get into that limelight.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Sorry,
a
Mark.
good example of that, isn't he? When you think about, when you go back over his years and his history, and when you read about him, he got himself into an awful lot of trouble before settling down in the game. He's another player actually, come through from nowhere and got turned down, and then came back and worked wonders. And somebody's raised on the message board. I got to be honest, I didn't know this, but a great example of a player who leaves a club, turned down, and then ends up back with them. Alan Shearer, released by Newcastle, and he was a left back. They then signed him as a striker for £15 million.
Wow. He went down to Southampton from there, didn't he? Yeah.
Wasn't Peter Beardsley as well released by Man United, and he had to go to Canada to come back?
Something like that.
Yeah.
When do you get released, Mark?
Sorry?
When do you get released?
I was hoping
he'll ever be released.
Harry Kane was in Arsenal's academy, wasn't he, as a kid?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Went on loan to Norwich.
Yeah.
Played for Leicester as well, didn't he?
What happened to Jordan Much? I know I heard you mention him not long ago.
Didn't he end up in like Australia?
He was playing in the US. He was MLS for a little bit, and then he's playing. So he's coaching or something now. I think in maybe in Australia. But yeah, he come away from.
He was the second youngest player to ever debut, wasn't he, for Blues at the time?
Is that yeah?
Yeah.
I remember signing him from Derby because Muchie was at Derby, and then
16 years and 260.
Paid some compensation for him at that time, even at a young age. They paid some compensation for him.
I think you've got to be some player now to get in our first team from our academy. It's going to get harder and harder and harder.
That's the difficult thing now. That's everywhere. That's not just us. Unless you're in the lower leagues, then I feel sorry for some of these talents at places like Manchester City and Chelsea and the so-called biggest academies in England. You don't have a chance anymore.
Like McAtee, such a good player.
Yeah.
Gone to Forest, and you're like, he's going to be really good there, though, isn't he?
You could have a starting 11 in the Championship of Liverpool youngsters.
Yeah.
That's how scary it is. And they don't get a chance ever. It's criminal on the justice of the England national setup, but it's just the way it is now in football.
Sorry, Paul. I was going to say, Mark, have you ever seen a lot of lads who've just completely lost interest in football after being released, and have just got no interest in it now at all?
I think you do. I've not seen too many myself. Because we try to do a better job now as coaches to lead them back in somewhere else, like we talked about earlier in the conversation. They do a lot of exit trials now where they go out and play games in front of other scouts and stuff like that. So I think it's our job now as coaches to try to keep these kids in the system as much as we can. But you'll see some that'll just hate it and go away and work in the normal job, if so to speak, now, and don't want to be involved in football. But I think we're finding more and more now it's either I always wanted to be in football, and when I knew I wasn't going to be a professional at a young age, then it was always going to be coaching. So I think it's that mindset of staying in the sport as much as you can. We're getting more and more of them sort of kids now that are popping up at doing community, football in the community and all that sort of stuff. And a lot of ex-pros now that are doing their own college schemes that are bringing kids in that have been released from professional clubs, and they're still playing on a week-to-week basis at college level, but they're doing their coaching awards and their sports diplomas and things like that. So at least they can keep them in the game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And obviously, Max. So I was going to say, right, Max.
Daniel Sullivan. Oh, sorry, Paul. Daniel Sullivan just said, actually, and this is a great point when we're talking about youngsters coming through and not getting the opportunities. And what he's raised is that Dans, Clark, and Kumas, all of them have youngsters with ex-pro fathers who have all now come through the Liverpool Academy, but can't get in to the Liverpool side.
No. But I'm going to say about Max Diamond, 15 years of age on Saturday, coming on for Arsenal and winning the penalty.
Unbelievable, mate.
Against Leeds, yeah. Incredible.
Looks comfortable as well. Looks really comfortable out there. He's going to be a good star, him, for sure.
Yeah.
But it is refreshing to see the Arsenals and sometimes the Liverpools, and even, to be fair, Man City have started, haven't they?
Yeah.
Putting some of the youngsters in and giving them a go, because then they do get big money moves. Yeah. And then they put on a buyback clause, don't they, and all of this, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is where the Carabao Cup comes into place for those bigger clubs, and also like with them down the road playing in the cup we got to the final last year, just their under 21s teams playing against pros. I think it's really good for them. So those type of competitions, I think, are massive for those type of academies that don't have a chance to bring their players in. Now, I hate to say it, theirs down the road is a very, very good academy, but again, the players that they're bringing through don't really go anywhere because there's no entry for them at any point.
No, definitely not.
To be honest, sorry, Paul. I was going to say last season we kept saying we never want to be in that cup again, but I think if the chance came for our kids to play in it, I wouldn't mind seeing our kids enter it.
No, that's a good shout. Yeah. 23s. Yeah.
Get promoted, they will be.
Yeah. Just got a quick update on Roy from Linda, who's just messaged me.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, hi, Chris. I'm in touch with Roy regularly. I spoke to him last week. He's in good health and recovering well. He won't be returning to Blues unless it's a guest at a game.
He's in good health.
Yeah. Thanks, Linda. Yeah.
I've also got an email competition as well coming up in a bit. And well done to Fraser for winning last week's. There we go.
Fantastic. Great to hear that Roy's in good health, though. It's a shame he's not going to be seen back as a photographer, but I think his best memory for me as a photographer, then let's talk about his career shortly, was when he was pedalling backwards when the team were coming out the one game.
He fell over.
Backwards.
Yeah.
Fell backwards.
That was live on. It was live on Sky as well. One of the games that was live.
Yeah, brilliant.
We've mentioned a lot. I know there's not been a lot going on, but we've mentioned a lot about the men's, but the women's team. Had a great pre-season in Spain, beating Valencia as a start-off, come back, have won their behind the closed doors game as well that's been played. But we continue to build a fantastic team. So just over the past couple of weeks, we've had the first big sign, I suppose, in a way, which was Adriana Franch staying with us in goal and signing a 12-month contract, coming across from Kansas City, I believe, Mr. Meredith. So out in the States and joining us there. And then just recently signing a really good up-and-coming ladies player, Lucy Newell from Manchester United on a 12-month loan deal. So lots going on in the ladies as well. But what's most important is the rule change this season that we'll see 2 teams being promoted from the league. So we want everybody to come down, support the ladies, and I'll keep saying it. You know, it's a family day out, but it's well worth coming. And at the end of last season, when we had that vital game, that one that was do or die, there was over 7,500 in St Andrews, and Amy Merricks references it quite a bit in her videos and stuff, where she said, hearing Keep Right On being sang by the fans just gave a massive boost to the ladies on the field. And look, it's not expensive. So for the first 6 games of the season, the club are running an incentive, £40 for an adult, £20 for a kid. So get you down to St Andrews to see those games across all those periods, starting on a weekend that's the international break. So no men's game. For me, no excuse. Come on, get yourselves down to St Andrews, even if it's for one game. See what you think. And I can guarantee that people will come back. So September the 7th, 2:00 kickoff, St Andrews, Bristol City are the team coming. It's our first game in the league. Let's back the ladies to the hilt. And let's also not forget some fantastic draws as far as the Subway Cup is concerned, in that we will be playing Tottenham Hotspur and we will be playing them at the other side of the city. So what I don't want to, or hate to see, would be loads of people going for just that one game. But come down, back them at St Andrews, £40 or £20 for kids, package for 6 games, available on the ticket office. Get yourself signed up and watch out for a few other things as well that'll come up as we get closer to the time. But please put it in the diaries. First game, September the 7th, 2 p.m.
All right. Can I just quickly do the email competition before we go?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so which year did Blues first have a sponsor on their shirt? And what was the sponsor? If you email me, admin@tiltontalk.com, and we'll get one of our famous mugs that everybody's going mad about over to you.
Can I have one of those mugs?
Sorry? You're going to get a mug, don't worry. And I'm not talking about Robe.
I was going to say the mug's below him on my screen.
Computer access.
Because we've spent a bit of time talking about the academy tonight and our, players coming into the first team, etc. How quickly, in literally 2 minutes, I'm asking, can we pick an 11 of our best academy players? Am I right in saying Bob Hatton came through our academy?
Oh, no, we bought him from Carlisle.
Right, okay.
Well, you'd have Jude in there, wouldn't you?
Jude Bellingham's the first name on the team sheet with Trevor, isn't he?
Trevor Francis.
Jack Butland would probably be Butland.
Kenny Burns. Kenny Burns, Joe Gallagher.
Okay. Kenny Burns, Joe Gallagher. I've heard how good they were, Al. You can obviously help us out here.
Ian Clarkson.
Yeah.
John Frayne.
Great.
John Frayne.
John Frayne, left back.
Simon Sturridge, wasn't he? He was 3D as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He wouldn't. Would he budge Latchford or Francis though up front? Simon Sturridge. That's the problem.
No.
And then you got Jude in the 10 behind him.
Redmond.
Nathan Redmond on the left wing.
Yeah.
Murray Gray.
Murray Gray
on the right.
Murray Gray on the left wing. Nathan Redmond on the right wing.
Did Carter come through?
Yeah, Darren. That as a whole.
The two left backs, Mark and Jason. Oh, what was his name?
Not Mark Dennis, is it?
Mark Dennis.
Mark Dennis.
And the one that followed him, who went to West Ham.
Julian Dix.
Oh,
Julian Dix.
Julian Dix. So who was the best left back then out of Frayne, Dix, and Mark Dennis?
Ooh, different.
I would say Dix.
I would probably go for Dix. He was a beast.
It was the hardcore, weren't he?
Oh. Yeah.
That's
what about right back with Dave Langan? Did Dave Langan come through our academy?
No, we signed him from Oxford.
Okay.
The other one who we sold to Wolves, the right back, Kevin
Ashley. Yeah.
Yeah, he was probably better than Clarkey, to be fair. Clarkey took his place when he left.
Yeah.
We've mentioned goalkeepers there, but we haven't mentioned David Seaman.
David Seaman. Did he come through the academy, Seaman, did he?
No.
He signed him.
I thought he was a youngster at the club.
No, we bought him.
Oh, my God. Tony Coton.
Tony Coton, yes, definitely.
He's the goalkeeper, isn't he? Was
Yeah,
he better than Butland, wasn't he?
It was Dave Latchford and Paul Cooper as well.
Okay, so who was the best, though? Who would you pick?
I think I'd go for Coates, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Coton, Ashley right back, Dix left back.
Yeah.
Joe Gallagher. Who's going next to Joe Gallagher at centre back?
Kenny Burns.
Yeah.
And we can have Kenny Burns at the back, in midfield, and up front.
Okay. Well, we got Redmond on the right, Gray on the left, Bellingham in the 10, Francis and Latchford up front. And who's the holding midfielder?
Darren Carter.
Are we in agreement on that, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy we mentioned earlier,
Sturridge.
no, the one that you said went to America.
Hang on, Paul Tate.
Tater, yeah.
We need a subs bench, don't we?
Yeah, there's so many. You're going to keep remembering them all night, I think.
Sorry, Claire, I'm going to have to go Tatey over Carts, I think.
I never really saw him play, so
I know
my team would be Carter, yeah.
I know it's a generational thing. This is why I'm asking Alan a lot of questions about players.
Dean P has been mentioned alongside Tate as well.
Yeah.
Dean P.
Mark Yates.
Yeah. It's an interesting conversation, isn't it?
AJ's not going to get in the team before Francis and Latchford, but AJ was one coming through as well.
Getting from like Luton though. Luton's. I always think of Luton.
Yeah, Bedfordshire, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, the guy you're thinking of was Vassell.
Isaac Vassell, yeah, but I'm on about.
No, AJ is from Bedfordshire.
AJ came from Blues, like most of his later years, though.
Yeah. No, we've had some good players. I mean, Matt Sadler, left back as well, was a good player, wasn't he?
Yeah. Matt Sadler, yeah.
I really like Wes Harding as well when he first came in the team under Monk at right back for that last 11 games under Monk that season. He was brilliant. We went Cody left back. Do you remember that? When we beat Fulham at home last game. Wes Harding was unplayable that day.
He had a good game, yeah.
Yeah, he marked Sessegnon out the game. I thought he was going to really go on and be like the next Michael Richards or something, He was going to burst off the scene like he did, as he kept telling us. But yeah, interesting conversation for a few minutes. But let's go with predictions then. I'll start off with Port Vale tomorrow night. I think we will win 2-0. And Friday night at Leicester, I think we will draw 1-1. Claire?
I think tomorrow we'll win 3-0. My head says 1-1 at Leicester, but wouldn't it be great to get a win there, like 2-1? And hopefully they sit on the advertisement hoardings right in front of their end.
Yeah.
And, but I think 1-1. I'll take 1-1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right.
I'm going to say tomorrow, I think it'll be Port Vale's Cup final. I think we'll win 2-1. And then Friday, I've got a funny feeling it might be 0-0. I'm going to say 0-0 at Leicester. I'll take that.
Mark Meredith?
I'm going to go just for a 1-0 tomorrow and then 2-2 draw Friday.
Okay. Craig?
I think I'll go for a 2-0 tomorrow night, and I've just got this sneaking suspicion for a 2-1 win on Friday. I think we're going to play them at the right time, and I think that they will have. Well, they've already lost one player today. They could lose more by the time that comes along, or those players will be in the window and they won't want to play them. So this is a perfect time to play them. So I'm going to go 2-0 tomorrow, 2-1 Friday.
That'll do me. Al?
Yeah, I'll go for the 2-1 Friday. I've got a sneaking feeling that this big German is going to shock us tomorrow. So we might score 3. So we'll say 3-0, and I've got a feeling he might get a couple at least.
Okay, that'd be good. That'd be a great debut.
Can't wait to see the celebration.
How's it go?
It's as Claire's doing there. There we go. No, Claire, you actually look like Robe then. Do it again.
Do it again, Claire.
I don't want to look like Robe.
Not many people do, to be honest, Claire.
Chris,
I think I put it off quite well. There you go. Tilton Talk Show. When he scores, we'll do that.
Even the beard for Robe, you've done really well, Claire.
Hey, she's not at work. She hasn't had a shave.
My special.
You know what? Been at least 6 weeks. This has been growing. Do you know what I mean? At least I've got a hair on my head.
It's coming now.
Anyway,
I've got a special celebration.
Just while these two have a domestic, Chris, give us your predictions.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with Tony Saul. I'm going to go 3-0 tomorrow. I'm going to go for a 2-win away at Leicester.
2-0?
2-1.
Oh, 2-1 , sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully it's like another Blackburn job, 98th minute.
I can't do that again.
I want to see that again, and I want to see our players then doing the celebration that their players did in front of the Tilton. Imagine that.
Oh.
They'll be throwing the clappers. They'll be throwing all their clappers at our players, won't they?
In front of their fans, yeah.
Well, we know what song's coming then, don't we, on Friday?
Yeah. They can't afford the clappers now, apparently, so I don't think you'll see them on Friday.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. They've got to coin a phrase that I think I've heard from the chairman, they haven't got a pot to piss in.
Beep, beep. It's time to finish. Done.
Frank scores tonight.
And with that's the end of the show.
Many thanks to our special guest, anyway.
Yeah, thanks for our special guest.
The Invisible Man. Did anybody spot him?
John Cena, I thought it was.
Bernard Son.
I'm not going to say who he's going to be because he might do it, another time. So keep people wondering. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. We've been the Tilton Talk Show, sponsored by AMG Logistics. It's
Can
a
I be
good night.
first?
Hey?
Can I be first to say good night?
It's good
You
night.
need a toilet, don't you, Al?
Good night from Alan Watson.
Good night, everybody, and God bless you all. And I'll hand you over to Mr. Fixer, Craig.
And it's a good night from me. Come on the Blues over the next couple of games. And over to, let's go for the cleanly shaven Claire Giblin. Sorry, Wilden.
Said the wrong thing today. It's a good night from me, and it's good night from our favourite American, Mark Meredith.
Say Tom Brady.
I know, we've got Tom Brady, Tom Wagner, and I'm the favourite.
Meredith's my favourite American.
Thank you, Claire. I appreciate that.
How much did he pay for that?
It's a good night from me, and it's a good night from who's left? Chris Brown.
It's a good night from me, and it's a good night from Mark Adams.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
It's been a lovely night. It's been a lovely night, hasn't it? Anyway, I wish you well. Have a good week, and I'll see you soon.
Keep right on.
We're keeping you awake, Mark Meredith.
No, sorry. Road was boring me.
Oh, right.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We all said, are we all done?
Have we
See,
been
I
live all
told
night?
you guys to leave me alone.
What about that stolen credit card of Robes?
No, I don't know what happened because in the end I had to insert it in the
Really?
thing.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. Mm.
Yep.
Did that before with a rubber glove as well, didn't you? That's got him.
Oh, dear.
Speechless.
I am. I ain't falling for that again.
How is this ticket working, Craig?
Well, I'm trying to get him banned. I'm trying my absolute utmost.
I had to go hungry in the end.
Didn't have like Claire, hers was free. She would have
I didn't have a bite to eat. I asked Claire to throw it over to me, but she's a bit far away.
Your
battery's running low. I wasn't concentrating.
The pie.
Oh, it was just that pie.
Thanks for listening to the Tilton Talk Show live every Monday on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube, and repeated via podcast on Apple, Spotify, Acast and Amazon from Tuesday lunch. Thank you. Oh, and stay tuned for the bits you probably didn't want to hear.
How do you do?
How you doody?
What do you mean? I've been. There's no buses today, so I had to walk to my meeting this morning. Took me an hour. Got a lift back, and then I watched the telly all afternoon.
Why is there no buses? Just because it's bank holiday?
Bank holiday. There is, but I just don't suit the time that I'm. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, you've gone now.
What's that?
I don't know. Let me just. Oh, there you go. You come back now.
Hello.
Hello, be Jesus.
Hello.
Hello, be Jesus. I forgot I had this book. We could be doing some of these.
Oh, yeah, there's a quiz for tonight.
I've got a good one. I've got a really good one for on this day. I'm not going to tell you the date, but there's a good one.
Evening.
Good evening.
Is there actually one for the 25th of August, Chris?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Oh.
Are you looking it up now?
No. I am actually thinking that we really should do a question on it.
Yeah, it's a good one. I could, some good one.
I was like, I'm not energy for this today. I'm too so tired.
I was reading it whilst getting burnt in the garden. So,
yeah.
I was just picking my tomatoes from my tomato plant.
Oh, I'm
talking of tomato. I mean, look how pink I am after the sun. It's horrendous.
Look at me.
But that is, you got to be careful in the sun.
You have. Don't watch yourself.
It was, that's with sun cream on as well, may I add.
The Liverpool-Newcastle game's going to be great.
It is indeed.
I feel like it's going to kick off.
The Newcastle fans will be 100. Is it where's it at? Is it St James?
Newcastle.
Oh, you see, it's going to be horrendous because you just know the Liverpool fans are going to start singing about Isak, and he's then going to be, they're just going to bite back. But I'll tell you, if I was Newcastle, I'd stick by my guns and I wouldn't sell him. They've got no reason to. He hasn't long signed a new contract, has he? So they've got no reason to sell him.
Doesn't he want to go there?
He wants to leave.
Yeah, I'd say.
But it's like his terms. It's nothing, so he's on strike. I mean, Mr. Meredith, what would happen out in the States if a player decided to behave the way that Isak is? What would they do to him?
Probably just let him rot in the group. To be honest,
you talking about me?
Oh, here he is. Here he is.
I honestly, he's for me. He's breached his contract. So as far as I'm concerned, now play hardball. It's what Blues did to Robbie Savage when you think about it.
I did.
Yeah, I think I'd probably still get rid of him by now, though. If you don't want to be there, what's the point,
What's the point?
They won't have enough time to get someone in, though, will they? That's the problem.
That was what Eddie Howe was saying, was if they thought they had enough time to get players in, and I think Alan Shearer said it as well, he reckons for the money that they would get for him, they'd want at least 2 players. But with a week to go, 2 players doesn't seem achievable for the calibre that they need. So
one else has gone, like Etike gone. He went to Liverpool instead, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mm.
And he's scoring for fun. So I mean, the other thing is, why would he want to go and not be guaranteed football? So
Isak will play instead of him, 100%.
If
he was to go.
All right, Paul.
Yeah, you're right, Chris.
Go, Paul.
Here he is.
Get in there.
Have you seen James Justin from Leicester's gone to Leeds?
I see.
Yeah.
10 million quid. So their right back's gone.
Ah.
Well, the guy from Leicester reckons before the window's out, he was one of the names. He thought he was going. Harry Winks as well. The guy that scored the wonder goal the weekend, they reckon he's on his way as well. But it's like Harry Winks is on 90 grand a week in the Championship.
Wow.
And he's not even playing, is he?
I hope we really stuff one up them on Friday night. I do, honestly. We owe them one massively.
Especially after their celebration.
Celebrate. Oh, yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. I've never really liked Leicester, to be honest.
Nah.
No,
we owe him.
Craig, that fan that you spoke to last year, was it the same Muppet again? He was
it is the same guy, yeah, but totally different, completely humbled.
I've loved it.
Is that the guy with the beard?
Yeah.
He was a twat last year, wasn't he? Let's be honest.
They loved him today. Even the Blues fans loved him.
It was, when Craig. I think he said it himself at the time.
I enjoyed that today.
It was a bit of a muppet last year, but I've got to say the one thing about him this time is he's not. So before it was all, we are the big wigs, we're in the top league, we're doing this, we're doing that. Actually, as he said, now he's the only one ever to have come on and predicted that his team are going to lose.
What did he say?
He said that they'll lose 2-1, and they'll be lucky to keep it to that. That the club basically will get a points deduction. They're in complete turmoil.
Good.
And
I hope they get relegated.
Yeah, he was. Well, I mean, what he said was that he looks at the likes of Leeds and sees how Leeds went through that point of poor management, relegation from the Premier League, relegation down to Division 1, and then work their way back. That's his thoughts on Leicester at the moment. He really thinks they will struggle.
Yeah, I know Mark Selby's another snooker player, as you know, and I've got a good relationship with him, and he's a big Leicester fan, and but it's, they've obviously still dining out on and we still dine out on the League Cup in 2011. They still dine out on the Premier League in 2016 and the FA Cup. Was it 2021? I think they won it, the FA Cup. So
wasn't it?
So they are an inspiration in that respect to clubs like ours, and you never know where we can finish up. But I just think some of their fans are just, I don't know. I'm not all of them. I'm not saying they're all Muppets, but that particular guy last year, Craig, was a Muppet because I think that was the only one I've ever watched. And
same guy, but completely different in terms of his attitude.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that today.
Yeah,
because
I can't say I've
excuse
seen
me,
it.
It's a good one
because he got something to say. Leicester's a good story, isn't it? He's got
no. It's an inspiration. That Premier League win is probably one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest achievements in sport. Never mind football, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
and their woes in the last 18 months, I suppose. There were stories behind that he told, and it matched, as Craig said to him. It's all so familiar to us. Bad match.
It's actually quite scary. When you look at them, the way that they have gone into demise, but also, the way he talks about Van Nistelrooy not changing his ways, but he had players that could play better in different positions and wouldn't do it. And he was like, "Yeah, sounds like somebody else." I'm like, "Yeah, it was Rooney."
Rooney,
who I actually believe that if Leicester have played the players in their strongest positions, they would not have been relegated.
The worst one we've had in that respect was Cottrell playing Sam Gallagher on the left wing.
Oh, yeah.
In general, to be honest.
Yeah. Cottrell was just bad.
And Cheikh Ndoye as a number 10, oh my God.
It was Brentford away for me. That was probably one of the worst I've ever sat through. And then somebody had to go at me because I said that we weren't playing well. He was like, you don't turn up every week. I said, yes, I do. And he shut up then. He never said anything.
Yeah, Claire, you don't go to every game.
And it's the way that Cottrell walked past us and didn't even look. Yeah. And we were like, are you joking? And Rooney did the same, didn't he? He'd just walk off.
Yeah.
His first game, he never came to the fans, did he? He lost them after that first game.
Straight to the dugout, wasn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, everyone all right, anyway?
Yeah.
Bank holiday, of course.
I'm back at work.
How do you know, Claire?
I've got work next week.
What you
is that what you call it?
I should have a holiday before you go.
Alan, what you eating? We're going live in 3 minutes. What are you eating?
Ice cream. It's about 35 degrees out here.
Let's do that then.
Okay.
So 7 for everybody, 9 for Rob.
9? 9 tomorrow. Not 9 next week, yeah.
No. Next Sunday, Road. 9 o'clock next Sunday. We're swapping the day because of the transfer window. Come on, catch up with things.
9, okay. I'm going to Paris next week. Tuesday to Friday with Becky.
Nice.
Hang on.
You're romantic.
Well, I'm going to go. See you later.
See you later.
0-0, 3 minutes gone.
Okay, see you later.
All right then.
Take care, everyone.
Cheerio, all.
See you soon.
At Capella University, we believe accessible education can make a difference in people's lives. That's why we offer scholarship opportunities to all eligible students. Whether you're considering a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree, our teams will walk you through the process and help you get the savings you're eligible for. Furthering your education is an investment in yourself. Entonces, ¿qué estás esperando? Un futuro diferente está más cerca de lo que crees con Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.